Hi and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to bring to you some basic concepts of tenses. Today's grammar gym had this particular question. Let's see what it has in store for us. The question is, I dash my dinner when she called me for an urgent meeting. Okay, I dash my dinner, you need to fill that blank, when she called me for an urgent meeting. Clearly, this particular tense, as you can see, this is in past tense. Okay. Now, which form of past tense, we'll come to that later, but this is definitely an event that has occurred in the past. Okay. The indicator to that is when she called me. Okay, so this indicates to you that it has happened already. Let us look at the options one by one, and I'm going to teach you each of these options. If you look at option number 2 here, it says eat. Okay, eat is an irregular verb and is used in simple present. I would say, I eat mushrooms. I eat cauliflower. Okay, simple present. Now, some of you might have this doubt that isn't a present tense something that is going on right now? Something that is going on at this moment? Well, that is called present continuous. I am eating dinner. Okay, so that is present continuous. It is happening over a period of time. So I am eating dinner. I'm doing that right now at this moment. So that's why option 2 is definitely not the right answer. Okay, and we have learned the concept that it is simple present, and the statement here is in past tense. Look at these options now, ate and had. Ate is simple past. I ate mushrooms yesterday. Past tense, I did that at a specific point of time yesterday. Okay, so this is past tense, and we are going to consider this option. We cannot eliminate it immediately. Look at the third option. Now this is interesting. I had. Now the word have and the word had can be used in a very interesting way. I can say, have a look at this question. Okay, so the verb here is having a look. Okay, you had a look. Alright. I can also say have a bath. Did you have a bath? Alright. Did you have lunch today? So it is a verb here. I can say I had my dinner. It is grammatically correct. I ate my dinner is also grammatically correct. Okay. So I had lunch yesterday is again simple past. I'm talking about a particular point in the past when I had lunch. So this is also past tense, and I cannot eliminate it as of now. Right? Now let us come to this option. Some of you would have thought that, hey, there are two same words. How can I use that? I had. Well, that doesn't make sense. Let's eliminate that right away. Well, no. Had is a usage that is allowed. When I come to had, now there are two ways. Now let's come to this had, okay, and this had. This particular had is the same past tense that we had here. The past tense here and the past tense here. Okay, this had is the same. Now this particular had has a different have had usage. Okay, in this case, I am talking about two events, and I am trying to pinpoint when one event happened after the other. Okay? So, say for example, this is a time range. Okay? Now this is the present. Anything before that is the past. Anything before that is the past. Now, if I have to pick two particular time slots, say this is 8 p.m. and this is, say, 10 p.m. Okay, so how do I use the word had is what I'm explaining. I had arrived at the hospital okay, which means I'm arriving at the hospital here. I had arrived at the hospital when the doctor arrived. So basically, I had arrived at the hospital when the doctor arrived. Okay, so I'm saying that I came first and then the doctor came here. So when I'm using the word had arrived, when I'm using the word had with arrived, I'm basically saying I did that before and then there was another event of the doctor coming in, but I am narrating this incident here, right at this moment. I'm narrating this to you and I'm saying I had arrived at the hospital when the doctor arrived. Okay, so you were already there. So maybe you came at 8 o'clock and then the doctor arrived at 10 and you were there. Okay, so that is how you use the word had. Let us now see this one, the word have. The word have here is used to indicate that something started in the past. Okay, so something started somewhere here, but it continues in the present as well. What happened in the previous case? It started at 8 p.m., it ended at 10 p.m. This is the range that you're talking about. Okay, but in present perfect, what happens is it started sometime in the past, but it continues in the present as well. Okay. For example, they have been living in Bangalore. They have been living in Bangalore. Let me give you another variant to this. They have lived in Bangalore, which means that they have lived is they started sometime in the past when it's not important, but it continues. Now, if you have a singular subject, for have you can also use has. He has lived in Bangalore all his life. She has lived in Indore all her life. Okay, so that is how you use that. Now that you've got an idea of how this particular had is used, which means you're talking about two events here. Okay, so it's clear now that for dinner, you can definitely use the verb had. And now look at this. Look at this sentence. So there are two events that are happening here. That's she called you and you've finished your dinner. Okay? So you've finished your dinner, which means if you've finished your dinner, this is the present. So you have finished your dinner and she called you. Okay? So to indicate this, you need a past perfect for which you need a had, and then you need another had to indicate that you're having dinner. Right? That's why this blank is filled up with I had. Okay, simple. That's why option 4 is correct. This is the concept of past perfect and present perfect that we've shown you. If you would like to be coached personally by me for your IELTS, get in touch with us. We'll be happy to get on a call with you and explain all the details of the program. Wish you all the best. See you in the next lesson.